We just have one more person joining, and I'll turn it over to you.
All right, thank you, sir. Good morning. My name is Andy Brooks. I'm the owner's representative for the Rotary Club of Windermere in the town of Windermere for the design build services for the Healthy West Orange Pavilion. Can I quickly just go through and have everybody introduce them so we know who's on this call?
I'm Cindy McCree Bodine with McCree Design Builders.
Thank you.
John Nobles, Hunt and Brady Architects.
Mark Johnson, AD Owens Construction.
Anyone else?
Yeah, this is Mauricio Masso, Hunt and Brady Architects. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, Andy, right now I have Cindy. I have John Nobles, Mark Johnson, Mauricio, and Tom Wannen. And then I believe one person just joined us.
I'm just going to run through the RFQ documents right quick, make sure everyone understands what we're doing and any questions that may arise from that. As I said, this is for design build services for the Healthy West Orange Pavilion. The responses are due back at 2 p.m. on February 28th to the Rotary Club of Windermere, and the address is shown on the screen that you have right there, and it's on page 1 of the RFQ documents. Quick overview. I'm not going to read what you have here, but it's a pavilion to be located in downtown Windermere at the corner of Forest Street and Fifth Avenue. You can go through, look at what that description is there. Submission requirements are started on page 3, what you need to be provided to us. 3 bound copies, 1 unbound original, and 1 electronic copy in a PDF format for us. Okay. Also, the important thing, any questions pertaining to this RFQ should be directed in writing to Mr. Smith, who is the town manager for the city of Windermere. And their email address is right there. And also should be copied to me at the email address shown in your documents too. We will address all of the questions that arise from this in further communications in an addendum that will be issued. We will issue an addendum. All our questions are due to us by February 9th, and we'll respond to them by February 11th and post it on the town as you see it. The criteria that we use for selection is also outlined on page 6, that you can see right there. Additional instructions are all through the document there that you'll see. One of the things that's critical to us is prohibited correspondence communication that you'll see. That's who you can talk to and who you can't talk to. Until now, we do the document, submit the documents. Again, all your questions need to be submitted to Mr. Smith and to me, and we'll submit all the questions, all the answers to that. And no verbal communication from this meeting or any other time will be pertinent or acceptable. Again, is it design criteria is what we're looking at? Is an elevated stage. Our project budget is there. Duration is we won't be done in 275 days after the NTP to start with design. It's critical that you look at that and also that it can be achieved. If you all have any questions as I go through all this, please raise them now or raise them when I get done with all this discussion. We will be issuing an AIA document, A141 for design build contract. And we've included that also in the documents that you have posted on the town webpage.
Andy, we will have to do an addenda for the address where they need to drop it off. We are no longer located at 501 Forest Street. We are located at 614 Main Street, Windermere, Florida. We just moved on.
Congratulations on the move. We'll put the addendum out with the new address. Different forms you obviously need to submit with us. Hold harmless agreement, non-inclusion affidavit. Everything else there. Anybody have any questions from that?
I have a question. This is Cindy with McCree. I read that you wanted the digital copy to be on a CD. Would it be acceptable to turn that in as a USB?
We prefer that, quite frankly.
You prefer a USB or prefer a CD?
Prefer USB.
Okay, perfect. And then another question I had, has the town determined whether they're going to demolish the community building, or is that part of the scope of this design build package?
That is currently in discussion right now. It stands as part of your proposal.
Understood. Thank you.
Any other questions? It's a very quiet group.
If there's no other questions, we can go ahead and end the meeting.
I think so.
Hang on, I'm sorry, I do have a couple of questions. Mauricio,
Yes.
Hunt
Yes,
Radio.
Mauricio.
So you described the budget as being, I think it was $800,000 tentative. Could you elaborate on that? Is there, what does tentative mean?
Let me go back to. I see my find. We're talking about that. Right now, our project budget is $800,000. Okay, and by the word, we will remove the word tentative right now. Right now, we're including an allowance in there for kitchen equipment, audiovisual equipment of $100,000, and therefore your design build budget is $700,000. We will remove the word tentative.
Okay. And then another question I had was in terms of the process for procurement, will you be going to interviews after you review the proposals, or would you be selecting off of the proposals?
Right now, what we're thinking about, okay, back to the schedule. Okay. We will think about, we'll do a short list for presentations. Okay. Depending on what we get as responses, either one just stands out completely. We may right now we're thinking about doing presentations. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And that is, Alan, in the schedule here is we're looking at doing something the week of March 11th.
Gotcha. Okay, good. Thank you. Those are all the questions I have.
Anyone else? Okay, if you have any other questions, we're giving you two email addresses to address those questions to. And as Robert says, we will be issuing an addendum to address your questions that we've received today and document our discussions.
Great. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thank you.
Look forward to hearing back from you. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.